I was just sitting here talking to my ancestors. We talking about relationship. I guess how we go. I ain't got no relationship. Shit. How you can make it better. See, that's how you know I'm real. Cause normally a person that got a relationship, they gonna hate on you. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna help you anyway. But I'll give y'all some advice. Just notice when you're going after something good, here come a so-called real lover. Here come a so-called enemy, secret enemy, an op. Here come the devil. So when you're alone, ain't nobody around you, ain't nobody really worried about you like that. So just know when you're in a relationship, when you're married, and when you're going after a lover, here they come. For me, that's a good sign to let you know you're on the right path and you better get to your destination. But I guess people ain't picking that up. Shit, I don't know. When I was young, I kept a woman anyway, like I said, before they put me in this craziness. I always had a woman. And I realized that we used to talk about it in the hood. Don't mind if you're a pretty boy, display, don't mind none of that matter. We used to sit there and talk about it, just gather up like Indians. We'd sit there and talk, be like, why? Don't nobody come around. I mean, it's all energy, y'all. It's all energy. And then next thing you know, you don't get to your destination, you get gouged by the ancestors. I told y'all, cause what y'all call traditional is still the way. So when your ancestors putting you together, everything that you getting blessed with comes from your ancestors, don't come from you. See, a lot of people don't truly believe in God like they say they do. They should though. Do you believe in the devil? A lot of people believe in the devil. You believe in the devil? Well, even I at one time believed in the devil probably more than God didn't realize it. I went and sold drugs, right? I didn't have faith that God would give me a regular job. I didn't have faith that God would give me money somehow. I went and got a job. I'm trying to find out this situation I'm in. If I wouldn't have never went to work, this situation probably would have been over. It was them keeping me stuck. It wasn't nobody but, I ain't gonna say. They'll here tearing me up. That's just my advice though, y'all. What is it, y'all? God dog. I mean, I'm trying to help. Hell. Talking to my ancestors. Oh, they want me to quit eating these peanuts. That's what got me honking, I think. Somebody, like people get my food and stuff, y'all. And you know, I got allergies. People get put dust on them, all that stuff. You know, when I was young, I used to hear certain family members talk about a family member that was already passed and gone, which could have been a parent. It could have been some kind of parent. I don't know though. I still think these my parents. They just, but if it was somebody else that could have been a parent, it was this one guy they used to talk about, and this guy used to have hockey problem. My grandpa had hockey problem, run through the family. But it may not, because now there's reason to believe that there was dust. Y'all need to change this shirt. There's reason to believe that there was dust involved. Hold on, y'all. I just got through walking. Now there's reason to believe that there was dust involved. And I saw that, like, I know the names of the people and everything. I saw the company going down the road. My ancestor told me the name. I thought it was just a name. Couldn't find out. I'm riding down the road and I see that same name on businesses. And it was like home businesses and stuff. Like, they probably didn't sell it for that, but it's stuff you could buy in these homes in certain other places, like Home Depot and stuff like that. It's legal to sell, but there's ways you can use it to irritate people and kill them, I guess. Just like that worm. They'll put that in your ear like it's female I used to hang with. They used to talk about it. You hear everything. When you born in the street, y'all just gonna have to look over these stories, bro. I'm telling you stuff I ain't supposed. Somebody shouldn't never let me get in this position. It just throwed away everybody, really. It throwed everybody under the bus. You don't put no real individual from the slum or the hood in no position like that. That was just stupid. They lucky I ain't. I mean, I wouldn't do it anyway. I ain't no snitch, but I could have easily just ratted. Just told on everybody. I wouldn't never do that though. I ain't never like that. I go to prison before I do that. I ain't never like doing that. But anyway, I go to prison wrongfully before I do that. I went to jail a lot wrongfully. You know what I'm saying? When I knew who did it, they pointed me. The people who did it pointed me out in the courtroom. I'm in the courtroom looking good. I feel good. I was like, I ain't do nothing, so I know I'm finna get out because there was cameras in the wherever we was at doing the crime. It was cameras right there, and them idiots was in front of the camera doing the crime, and I was behind the camera, so I know they didn't see me. So I walked in the courtroom, and they pointed me out, and the issue that was at hand in the courtroom was what was behind the camera, which was what they was at. And somehow they pointed me out and got off on that. They didn't even review the camera. It was just set up junk, piece of junk, garbage. Anyway, and well, a girl pointed me out, and you know what? Funny, that girl brother used to be a cop. They years apart. The girl my age, her brother way younger than us. Years later, her brother helped these people take my child away from me. She wrongfully pointed me out in school. I got a felony charge at school in 11th grade. They kicked me out of 11th grade, and I couldn't go to college. I couldn't get a job. I couldn't do nothing for 7 whole years. It was all part of the plan, the program. My family had me in or whatever. Auntie or somebody. Somebody that had a lot of education had to do this. That's why I really don't blame a lot of it on my partner. And they were just puppets. But somebody knew something, knew something that knew somebody pulled the strings on all this. And the only person I could think of would have been my auntie or somebody. That's the only person I could have thought of. I feel more sorry for her because she knew. Never mind, they told me to be quiet. But anyway, but it couldn't be. It might not be her. I really don't know, y'all, who done what. And God made it like that for a reason. I ain't gonna know until the smoke clear and we really go to court for this. So I don't know. So forgive me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Because they stopped giving me downloads in that department at least about 2 months ago. So they tell me like they keep me updated enough. But it's basically a surprise. Regardless if it's good or bad, it's gonna be a surprise. But I'm ready for it because I'm used to it. I'm used to bad information in a good way. I can bring good out of bad easy. I can create good out of bad easy. I got more good out of bad than anything, you know. That's why I say I'm an optimistic individual, bro. Just some of the best things that I ever got in my life came from the worst moments of my life. But anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah. So they put these stuffs on here like they had the soap. That soap broke me out so bad. And they sitting there like he That boy, I can't take. That's why I stay in the room, bro. 'Cause I don't play that, and they shouldn't be playing with me like that, and they know it. And like I said, I done been in this situation before, but it wasn't on such a big scale. And I put my hands on 'em, you know what I'm saying? But it was different people. It was like some street people. And that's when I told y'all that story. You could be looking them in the eye, and blood could be running down their teeth. And one more punch, take them clean out of here. And they smiling and laughing at you. You dealing with the devil, bro. Like, the devil will be upset, angry, miserable, sad, lonely. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all new energy something. When you come in this energy, don't just sleep with nobody. Take them to the hospital. 'Cause I know these, like I said, these devils are angels. They ain't gangsters and goblins, none of that. They real devils or either angels. If you feel like you want to sleep with somebody, yeah, they got sweet game. They'll take you up through there. You better take them to the hospital, get them checked, and you better walk in that damn doctor with them, and you better tell that doctor, give me his test results, and you better make sure that doctor don't work for them. It's that deep. It be that deep. And you get the results first. Don't just sleep with nobody, y'all. Because if you do, you stuck. That's just a fair warning for the new energy. Because there's a lot of people been riding through here. I know y'all some new energy. Don't be. This ain't the place. Don't play around. Your hood ain't like my hood. Your slum ain't like this. A farm. Y'all don't get it when I say that. You'll get it when you get it though. That's a farm. Don't play around out here. Don't play around out here. Y'all out there sleeping with people that I know for a fact that got the best contaminated, got the that's contaminated in such a degree you ain't coming back from. And them pretty boys, this a farm. You can't tell who got something out here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I stay away from folk. I know y'all gonna say, well, what about you? I don't sleep with nobody. I don't mess around. I try to cook my own food and I eat food that you can't contaminate like that. They can though somehow, but not with no shit like that. It'd just be some crazy stuff to try to hurt my voice. Um, just stupid stuff, y'all. Petty stuff. Petty stuff. Man, it's been going on my whole life. It don't matter. Oh, I was talking about that stuff. I'm telling y'all for y'all's sake, cause you probably around. But anyway, I be hawking, and my pop hot like that. Everybody I just thought it was what you call it. But here like I know how to stop it though. But in order to stop it, I gotta. But it's like a sacrifice I gotta make. That's an unnecessary sacrifice that God don't want me to make right now. Cause they evaluate my body, bro. It's like my body is made. I'm Bateman, like that dude, Bateman, Batman, riding around together. I wouldn't be riding around with nobody. But I walk along. I walk the world by myself. Do things by myself. I'm a whole man out here, and I don't mind being by myself. But um, so people think they're getting away with something with testing me. Some of these people been testing on me and doing stuff to me since I was a kid, child, and they think it's funny. They'll get together and say, look, we do this to them, feed them paws, rat paws. Watch this. He'll get out of it. And that's how long they've been doing it. The cops should have been there their job. Legal system should have been there their job a long time ago. That's why I don't believe that when people say, I just stop listening to them. Because a lot of them be getting trapped up with these people out here. They don't never make it to me. The law gonna have to come out here and do right by me. The government gonna have to pull up on me. There's too much damage done been done. I ain't looking for no man or no regular woman to come up on me and tell me nothing. It's gonna have to be legally done right. Cause it's been going on since I was a kid, bro. But I mean, if they do come, that's fine. But you better have your paperwork together. You better have it together. But I don't play with nobody, man. I don't play with nobody. But anyway, back to what I was saying before I got on that pause. Now, yeah, they buy dust and stuff. If you got allergies and sinuses, that's how they get you. If they know you got allergies and sinuses, and your allergies and sinuses seem to be staying in a position like you can take medicine and won't get right, it's probably something been they doing to your food and stuff, putting dust, putting pollen in your food, whatever, y'all. They do all kind of, man. They do so much shit. I honestly, I'd rather sleep. I'd rather sleep though. I'd rather sleep though. I could sleep though. I could sleep a whole century away if I want to. Cause I gotta have curricular activity. And the curricular activity I did have, they were robbing me for it. I was like, I ain't finna keep doing that. Hell, I've been doing music for over 20 years, and somebody been stealing it for over 20 years. I was like, I ain't finna keep doing that either. So I just stopped. I already had my share of fun out of it. I forgive them all though, but I'm not finna keep on. You can't live in nobody's shadow. You shouldn't even want to live in nobody's shadow. You need to learn to be a woman or a man. And a lot of these people get out of shape in all kind of fashion form. They just get to looking real bad. It ain't even work for y'all. My ancestors ain't gonna play with y'all. You should know that by now. When I said that 4 or 5 years ago, look at y'all then compared to now. The ones who did turn against me. And the ones who did help me, look at them and compare to now. They look a lot better. Big or small, don't matter. They look a lot better, thick or small, whatever. There is some people out there, man. I know that for a fact. Male and female. Look at the ones who did bad by me, and then look at the ones who doing good by me. And you'll see. And then some right now just now starting to change this year. And they already starting to look better. Like, you just got to put the energy, apply the energy where you need to be applying it to. I told you I would call my here. Bateman, sitting right here for y'all to do that and do that too. I'm gonna ride Bateman, be on Batman, Robin Bateman. Shit. Only reason why I'm Bateman, I'm the ambulatory. If I'm Bateman, I'm the one with the gill. I'm the one with the skill. The problem is y'all killed everybody that y'all done put in this box like this, like Michael Jackson and everybody else. Y'all made people look at them like they was on drugs. Y'all made people look at them like they was child molesters and stuff, and then you attack. You can't do me like that. That's why I'm sitting right here stuck. Because if I move, you gonna do me like that. You gonna surround me with these idiots. That's gonna make it look like uh, um, I'm sleeping with kids. Cause I had a girl come in here and brought me some kid drawers in here. And she came back in and she brought the kids drawers in here. They called law on me and everything, locked me up. And they asked me, I said, I don't know nothing about no damn drawers. And I told the car, somebody that knew I was telling the truth. I don't know what the hell you talking about. And the problem was with that, they were new drawers or some shit. It was just stupid. It was just stupid, y'all. And I bought some kids drawers and brought them over here. And then the girl gonna pull up. She said, oh, I said, you put them in there. You tell her. The car didn't do nothing to her, and I knew y'all. I said, y'all work, y'all. That was just embarrassing. Who drawers you got? Better not be my son drawers. Them my son drawers. You want to wear my son drawers, y'all? Bro, this whole little experience was so embarrassing, so low vibrational, and it was some billionaires. It was some billionaires involved. It was millionaires or something. It was millionaires involved. I'm like, wow, that's so sandbox. I didn't even want to go out. I'm glad y'all had me in this box. I said, I hope the guy, all these grown people ain't playing like that. You shouldn't have did it to Michael Jackson. You shouldn't have did it to Biggie Small. You shouldn't even thought about doing it to Tupac, Biggie Small. Like, if that happened, Tupac probably still like, who knows? I don't need to see Biggie and Tupac over there. I saw them one time because their energy strong. Just like some celebrities, I see them in the Astro, but they still alive. But their energy strong, like they high vibrational beings. But I don't see a lot of people over there. You know what I'm saying? Vaughn was trying to get in touch with him, but I thought my brother, I got a brother that's called King Vaughn. I thought he was dead. They say he wasn't dead. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that was King Vaughn. So I was like turning it down. I didn't want to really talk to him yet. I felt like he wasn't going to talk about nothing, nobody. But I didn't know it was I didn't know it was the other guy. I was getting the energy. That's how I get the energy mixed up now. Cause everybody got the same name these days. Seem like. But now when I'm doing music, Biggie slide through. That's another thing I've been learning, y'all. Like the people that's connected to me, that static electricity. Like if I say something about them, whether they dead or alive, I can feel them either on my right side or my left side, below my cheek, like on my thighs, on my butt cheek, all that. And that lets me know through the chakras. Okay, if you deal with these people, if they female, this is the vibrational way they on. They root chakras, but you gonna do what is root chakra? What I told you, root chakra, sacred chakra, right? You're gonna have to deal with some hell that's gonna come. We're not saying that's bad or good, just saying that's the vibration they on. You know, I've been learning a lot of that, bro. It's beautiful, actually. I was like, I wonder why everybody, if everybody would really listen to this, we wouldn't be going through this. That's how you know whatever they were saying in the astro. They said I ain't mean to peel or something with that. I ain't gonna say nothing else about that though. Cause if for people not to be paying attention to that, I wished I knew these abilities when I was young. Cause it'd have been easy to find a lover. I was the kind of person looking for love. I wasn't looking for love. Lust was looking for me. And they were easily, as a child, fool me to thinking they love me, and I fall into it like bait, bro. And that's how I know. And that's how I know, y'all, and where you want to go. If you got a family, you ought to be thankful. Move forward, you know. Problem is, though, I really can't talk much about it, y'all, because I always been in a suspense state where it wasn't many females, even if it was a good bit of female that was taken, wasn't that many females ever around me, ever. And it really wasn't, if it was, they really wasn't worth really laying down with, period. Y'all cases, y'all probably see beautiful women everywhere. Even though I still be the same. Cause when I went to work, the atmosphere would be somewhat like this sometimes, and the atmosphere would be like that. But like I said, that static electricity though, oh wait, like that's a direct beacon to your soul tree. But people, I guess you like complaining about the fact that don't nobody like you. You like complaining about the fact you ain't got no friends. You like complaining about the fact that somebody did you wrong, your family and parents did you wrong, everybody. You must like it because you ain't really fighting to get to your family tree. You want to ride around, everybody ride around, taking blocks around. Maybe that's for some other reason, I don't know. But I'm just saying, it's been like that my whole life. But I'm just saying, now that I know this static electricity, I wouldn't, hey, family tree is family, bro. All right, let me give it to you like this. As above, so below. But it's here too, though. I killed you when I said it. I'm trying to say this where you can read between the lines. It's here too, though. It's like it's purposely done that way, okay? It's a game when we get here. As above, so below. Like somebody said, they pulled up on me in the Astro, didn't get out. Never made it here. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. As above, so below. So you got the opposite. You got the same family over there, but they love you. You come over here, they don't love you. Okay, and they look a little different. You know, they vibration, they wave is different somehow. All right, we call it South Node, North Node. Okay, well, you supposed to go find your North Node family in the physical. So as above, so below. And it's a game. Can you find your family, your real family that you was over there with in the astro, in heaven with? And I'm just saying, I think just how it goes. I done been over there so much, y'all. I feel like I don't know what's going on with me right now. But it's beautiful though. But it's like you come over here, and you find the whole game, which is it's a good game because it's gonna keep you busy. But somehow we getting stuck in sex, drugs, we getting stuck in irrelevant situation. But you're supposed to come here and you find your loved ones, and you go over there. Like in my situation, these females that's angels like me that supposed to came to me young, y'all. And that's really, I think, the problem we having with these females. They just young. I don't mind. I don't care what they do. But over there, the Astro is, They over there gouging y'all, bro. Y'all be careful. Don't play with. Once you realize you're an angel, you better do what God tell you to do. You can't go back and forth no more. You need to at least go over and meet that person and do whatever you got to do with that person, private that person, however you got to do it, and move on. That's going to save you better with your ancestor than just all this false, all this human stuff. Once you realize you're an angel, you can't blend that human stuff no more. Not like that. God wants you to have a human experience, but when it comes down to sowing your royal oath, that's why in Africa they say sow your royal oath, then you get married. You sow your royal oath, you let it go after that. You let it go. They gouge your hair, bro. Ancestors, when they marry you over there, when they put you together over there, y'all, they can put you together before you even come together. And all these blessings will start coming. All these every view, let's just say views. You'll start getting all these massive views. You'll start moving up the ladder. But that's because these two ancestors done came together because you done made it in your heart. You probably read the Bible there. I'm going to go do this. And then you over here asking everybody else what they think when you done talked to God and God done told you and God done even put y'all together. That's it, proof. Then you got the static electricity going and you still gonna go the opposite way. That's why the ancestors start dissecting your ass, gouging your ass, throwing you in the trash can and stuff. And man, y'all better chill. I ain't never thought individuals like y'all existed. Cause when I went to the street, gangsters really wanted to see God. We didn't see God in the street. We were trying to find God because we didn't want to be in the street in the first place. It's like y'all come from godly families. Y'all come from knowing God and you running from God. That's so weird, bro. Oh, Lord. Got some more pauses coming by. I gotta watch these people. I have to watch everybody. I ain't really paranoid. I just know who be doing what, bro. And I just watch them. They don't do it as often as they used to, though. I guess they getting too old or whatever. Who knows? It's probably a game to them. Like I said, they either angels or demons. If they demons, it's gonna be consistent. If they angels, they're gonna help you and love you. But as you can see, unfortunately, even the angels will get turned out over here. But anyway, so my question, I don't know much about relationship, y'all. Cause I'm a program. I was programmed to be tortured to death by anybody, loving whoever. So I don't know. I'm just giving my advice though. If all that's going, just go with it. Don't avoid that because the ancestors gonna torture you. They gonna show you the light, and they gonna bring you back to the dark as fast as they show you that light. It's called gouge. Go look it up. Everybody better go find a spiritual reader, bro. You better go get you a tarot reader on it quietly. If you want to just pay them quietly and put them on a payroll like a monthly payroll to keep you updated the right way, the real way. And by me saying this, a lot of them gonna be out there that ain't real. You gonna have to find some real ones. They'll camera your ass to death. So you gotta find a real one. It's gonna be hard to find a real one though. I could probably tell you how many, but I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't put them on blast like that. But it might not be as many as you think out there, which is all right. It's fine because they group up. Like a real one might have a team, and they might be a good team, but shit, they got a real one. They got bad teams too, bro. But y'all need to go find one that's good and legit and just look deep. Don't just jump into it. It might not be now on tarot. It might not be. They might not be on YouTube. So it's some good that's out here that ain't on YouTube on social media like that. They're probably a little older. Well, I don't know. But you might need to just go find one so you can truly talk to the astro. Because when they start gouging you, it's a wrap, bro. If you rich and you got something to lose, gouging is probably worse than towers falling. Maybe. Or it's close. Cause you over there getting you get gouged too much, they gonna throw that blanket on you. If they throwing that blanket on you, they done ripped your wings off. So you don't even know if you're a Christian or whatever. You're an angel. You probably in not what I'm trying to say. You probably high ranking in the church world, and you probably just got you probably on the verge of getting your wings ripped off, and you still over there. That's what certifies you as a witch or a warlock then, and you won't even know it. I know. I had to go get my wings back. But anyway, what I was saying was looking at it in a layman term and at the human status. Okay, it look like they ain't talking about me. Thank God. Okay, let's look at it in the human way. The human way would be, like I said, you got a girlfriend, you got a boyfriend, all of a sudden everybody want to talk to you. You got a marriage, suddenly everybody want to talk to you. You going to meet a lover, everybody want to talk to you. But when you chilling, it don't matter who you is, don't matter what vibration you at. When you chilling, sometimes when you working and they working with you and you doing good at your job, they want to holler at you. So just look at that. That's the enemy. That's energy. It's gonna boil down to it's gonna get to the point where people gonna look for love, like I said, in the future. No matter what age you is, you're gonna look for love and just move on with your life. Once you find a lover, get into patents, get into creativity, get into businesses, get into creating jobs instead of working for somebody. That's how you move forward, y'all. Just focus on moving forward. I'm trying to say this without YouTube really getting in their feelings about it, bro. And I understand where they coming from as well. So y'all just gonna have to peak the game, bro. Y'all know the game. Y'all work. Some of y'all working for these people. And one good thing about my people, I just love the fact to know that we the ones that's keeping ourselves in hoods and slums. That made me feel so good. I throw racism out the window after that. I said the racism really just a game card. That's just a way for them. Hey, you come over here, we're gonna go gangsta on you, and we're gonna become rednecks. You try to take our stuff from that's really all that is. It's just protection under protection, bro. Like I understand that. Shit, I understand it all now. I can see clearly now that the rain is all gone. I see good, and that's why I'm sitting here and reevaluating everything myself and everything. Build your relationship with God, meditate and pray more, and this gonna bring clairvoyance to your life and your situation. Because me personally, when I told my ancestors when it came to females, but I can't tell them what to do because they looking for a certain breed. I was like somebody fresh out of prison, coming out of prison, or somebody that done went through this war and came out of it like I did. Then you got you somebody solid, bro, because they already know ain't nothing out there. They done experienced all that. Like I said, I probably done met women that done slept with 9,000, 10,000, 15,000 men and and probably a good person today. Don't do none of that. Ain't even tempted by no man. Of course, right? Shit. Of course. And they ain't wow, they done clean themselves up. That's the beautiful thing about our body. The human body is made perfect. The human body is made God, like I said, everything God created is so perfect. Everything man can make created made it imperfect. We must understand that right there, so we can at least try to balance the world back out, the eco back out. Everything God made. Once you could be a male, you could be a somebody on drugs real bad, and this particular drug dry rots you from the inside out. And you see somebody from the back, they looking 30 years old, 36 years old. You tap them on the shoulder, they turn around, look like they 66, 77 years old. And it blows your mind away. But believe it or not, I done seen people heal and they youth come back because they truly healed. They truly got out this. They truly stopped this. They truly stopped doing this. And they heal and they recap. It's like it brought them back. And just to see that, just to see God do such wondrous things to our body like that, that's just so beautiful. Y'all don't know why we do God so bad. I feel like even myself, bro, I can go stronger. I can do more for God. Ain't nothing like God. I'm glad I found God, y'all. I'm telling you, I ain't got nobody. I ain't got no money. My life is completely turned upside down, disarray and disarray, and I couldn't have no more peace. This the most peace I ever had in my whole entire life. Cause they forced me to truly seek and find God the right way. And man, I thank God that I truly found God, bro. And I don't know if I found him because I felt like I was at the time on the verge of finna get ready to die, and they were gonna see to it that I died for good. And I wanted to go ahead and make sure I built a relationship with God. I don't know what started it, but when I really started being sincere about it, because I always been a person that loved God and read the Bible, but I ain't love God like I thought I really loved God, bro, until now. So, and it's cool. Everything about God is cool. We gotta understand God created cool. God created say you worship the devil, you do what the devil do. You devil tell you jump high, you ready to jump out, do the sacrificing angels, everything. You think it's so cool. You get a new car, house. You love Satan. Well, we need to learn to love God more than Satan. We need to learn to love God at least like we love Satan. We need to take the love from Satan and give it to God because that love is in the wrong place. You know, it's fragile babies being born and everything. People thinking they right and ain't right. You find out the hard way you were wrong the whole time. What are you gonna do now to fix it? Because you already the damage is done. So that's all I want to say. But the key is to look at it in layman terms. Look at it in a human status, a human standard. Just think about what I said. When you just sit back and think about this to those of you who got somebody. Think about it. Why is everybody hitting on you when you got your business going? Why everybody hitting on you when you got your family going? Why everybody hitting on you when you got your relationship going? Why aren't they around when you got nothing going? Because it's energy. And this energy is not good energy. This energy is trying to devour you, kill you, destroy you. This energy is built. You're Satan on all fours when you're doing good. I had a truly wicked person tell me that they could have been considered Diablo to many. I had a truly wicked person tell me that when I bought something a long time ago that was very nice, and I was in another city. I wasn't even living here. I don't think. I believe I was visiting him more or less. I wasn't really live. I was just traveling a lot, and they said they called me on the phone when I purchased this item. They said the devil be on all fours when you're doing this good. Just remember, peace and love out there.